he started out as a loser as well. Fat, ugly. He was gifting 30k gifts like rings to his girlfriend.
I'm like, shit, I don't know what to do. I was like, who is this psycho? Fuck off. My dad was like that. He says, nah, this ain't right. This is sus, fire her.
She was hard.
She was hard on her.
Oh. Pura bol.
No, but I seriously look really fucked up.
Bro,
Holy
it's
shit.
fine.
So I guess that's the essence of the podcast.
Fuck ups.
The fuck ups. We mess up.
Yes.
And we talk about how we messed up during
Cool,
the
so
week.
let's talk about the fuck ups. Where have you written it? Do you have...
Yeah, I have the document ready.
Can you open it?
Why don't we introduce ourselves? Get some street cred.
So guys, my name... Subah, take the stage.
No, you take it. You're less natural than me.
I am natural.
No, you're not natural.
Bro, कौन बोला तेरे को?
Go for it.
अरे go.
Okay, so street cred. If it's the first time you're listening, very unlikely. You'll probably hear through my page or this person's page, depending on when we release this.
Yep.
Currently, he has 8 followers.
13.
13 followers. That's the street cred.
Yep.
But otherwise, started off very early. Worked in a net tech company. I'm talking like a corporate guy. Worked for Iman.
Ed tech company.
After that, tech company. Okay, worked for Iman.
That banchod on a podcast.
It's fine, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so worked for Iman, then started my own agency while I was still working for him full time. Dishonest of me, but
Yep.
you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes in life. And after that, basically merged with a friend, made it Atomic Growth, and now I service podcasts. MRR is fair to say, I guess, around 20-25k floating up and down.
Easy.
We're gonna have a breakthrough the next time you hear
Easy.
from me. Next episode. Actually, next episode is like next week probably.
Yeah, so it
But
should be 50k.
next to next episode, you're gonna hear me saying like 40k MRR.
50k dog. 50k.
Okay. But as of right now, like 20-25k floats up and down. You know, that's the game. And also managed to somehow build an Instagram following. Which has been pretty easy because I've been making content from a long time, so I don't exactly have camera consciousness like this dude. So
मैं झूठ बोल रहा है मेरे को तो नहीं है.
that's street cred. Go for it.
Before going into my introduction, like I want to add more like credibility to this guy because like he started out as a loser as well, and
Oh yeah.
like fat, ugly, shameless.
Or bol.
But like usually rich kids are like spoiled and like not really people I want to hang around, but like he's not one of them, and like he's actually someone I like spending time with. I've been living
Thanks,
with him
bro.
for like
Appreciate that.
20 days, felt like 2, like barely. So yeah, really good guy, G overall, and yeah, that's them. Subah, I'm so
You know what? I'll just interrupt you here. When he says fat, I mean like fat.
fat.
Right now I look like a normal human, but I didn't look like a normal human a little bit before. So
Act to
100
this, yeah.
kgs when I was around 16. So fat, ugly, but yeah, that's how it was. Started off with the gym first, fixing the body, and then things started to fall into place one by one. But yeah, started from like a bad place.
Yeah.
And when he says rich family, I mean they used to be well off,
Yeah.
and then things got like really bad before it got better, and I had to make it better myself. So it was like, you know, we went down a hill,
Exactly.
and then I had to sort of save us from crashing, and now it's sort of floating, you know. So that's what's happening.
Do you want to give more context on that?
No, later.
No, बोल दिया भाई, reject कर दिया. But my mic थोड़ा आवाज इधर हो रहा है. But yeah, so that's Subah, and now my name is Aman, and how do I introduce myself?
I'll introduce him.
Yeah.
He's Aman. He, unlike me, I grew up in like a upper middle class type of family.
Lauda मेरा.
This
ठीक
guy
है.
was
He was gifting 30k gifts like rings to his girlfriend. Don't do that
X.
again.
X. Let's get that clear. Okay.
You can say like, tell by the slang, we grew up differently.
Yeah, and this dude he's a great guy. Stop.
Oh, sorry. Did that on a pod.
Yeah, it's
He beats me on the pod saying रात में he's
okay. Okay, but this dude, he's great. Grew up in a totally different environment, and
But we kind of ended up like same place.
Yeah.
Like, same place.
Same place, literally, physically also.
Yeah,
now,
literally
same place.
same place.
So my dude, he essentially grew up very like poor compared to like me. From the Kolkata Howrah trenches.
ऐसे ही
Howrah trenches. If you know that place, I feel bad for you.
Exactly.
But he's from the hood, India hood.
Yeah.
Okay,
Street
and
stuff.
street stuff. Yeah. He was becoming a footballer. It's like semi-pro or whatever.
याद मत दिला भाई.
And he was into that shit. Probably putting some B-roll up right now if you're watching on YouTube. And yeah, he was living the life until life stopped hitting the same, and then he needed to make money. And now that's a perfect transition into how we met each other. So
Yeah.
it was through a hustle, essentially. We both were hustling, trying to make money. And what happened then was we both had fitness theme pages. My dude had a fitness theme page called DXMINATE.
Still silly somehow. Like, imagine a guy with like this.
He had a fitness theme page.
Yeah.
Duxminate. Okay.
Duxminate.
And I had
He
a fitness theme page.
Mucktivated.
Mucktivated. TIVATED. That was my thing. That was great, right? And one day, someone messaged me because this page Duxminate was very similar to mine. So he was like, "You guys should collab, do something together." I'm like,
literally so same. We almost had like the same logos as well. Like, we posted the same content, almost the same logos and shit, and like our vibe was very similar. And when he says a guy messaged him, that same guy texted me as well. And go on.
Yeah, so mind you, we don't know where we live. We don't know anything about each other except that we both have Instagram pages that are similar to each other. And the fact that this dude has an Android phone. Because his stories were that Android type of thing, right?
Still do, by the way.
Yeah. So then what happened is I messaged him, hey, something, I don't remember. Maybe we'll pull that up. I don't think we have the screenshots anymore. We sold the accounts. But I messaged him. Turns out the dude was 1 year older than me, living in Kolkata. That time I was also living in Kolkata. And we were both young. And, it was incredible to know that out of like the entire world, this dude was like 50 minutes away.
Like, just think about how crazy lucky we got, because like we could be. That page was not supposed to be run by an Indian, firstly. Like, it was all English content, and matlab, no one on the planet could guess like it was being run by an Indian. Uske baad, like, it was 2 Indians, which is crazy. First of all, it was not supposed to be us. And uske baad, we were living in the same city, like 50 minutes apart. So yeah, that was just crazy. When I was like, when you told me you live in Kolkata, I actually freaked out. Ki bhai ye bhi. Because I expected you to live. I said bhai 4 times.
It's fine.
I will keep saying it. But like, I expected this guy to like live outside like some other country, but he was literally in the same country, same city, 50 minutes apart. So yeah, we basically ended up meeting after that.
Yeah, we went to the gym. That's how it started. But more context, we had 2 or 3 more pages with the same sort of logos, same content, same style. Those guys were living not in India. So it was actually like, to put in perspective, it was actually like really rare for an occurrence like that. And that's how I met this dude. Otherwise, we would have been, our lives would be very different right now.
Probably bad.
Who knows? Maybe better.
Maybe.
Mine
would have been bad.
Okay.
I would have killed myself.
Street cred. Okay, but wait. Street cred though.
What?
Who are you now?
Not like, I don't like feel like.
Okay, I'll do a street cred. He's getting a little, like, how do I describe myself? Who am I? So he's a G. Online space. We both worked with Iman at the same time. In fact, he introduced me to that stuff. Like, I didn't know that I didn't know who Iman was, to be very
Small
honest with you.
podcast stuff.
Really?
Like you don't like if you feel like, but it's fine if you want to.
What?
Like share that with people.
Yeah, I'm fine with it, dog.
Okay.
I'm unfiltered like that. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah. So this dude basically introduced me to the Iman stuff. I didn't know who Iman was, and that's
Yeah.
sort of how we even got
So
closer
what
after we.
happened exactly was I got a gig with Iman, and I made this like long ass thing. I spent literally 6 hours writing out the application, which I sent to you. You were like, my application was nothing close. I spent 6 hours writing the application because I was really like, we were growing pages, right? So we had literally the same skill sets, and we knew everything about TikTok short form content. And Iman basically put up a story like, oh, I want like to grow on short form content. So I like thought to myself, like, I remember thinking this: if I just write the best application ever on planet Earth, I'm going to get selected. So I like spent 6 to 8 hours like writing that out. I remember I was on my phone. I didn't even have a laptop at that point, so I was like on my phone writing it out, typing it out on the Google Doc form, जिसका copy I still have, so I can like maybe put stories up of that. But yeah, I did that, and I worked with like Iman for a month, like, and after that, like, we were still obviously friends because we run pages together, and we have the same skill sets, like literally. So yeah, basically got him in, and yeah, happily ever after.
Happily ever after. Just wait, I'm pulling up the fuck ups.
But yeah, a little bit more about me. I've worked with Iman, I've worked with Andrew Kirby, I've worked with Hamza, I've worked with like other people as well, but I'm kind of still like broke somehow. So
I mean, we're all broke.
well. Oh yeah, I got my first house, like not bought it, but like first house in December 2022. Getting another one, and the rent is like 40k. And honestly, I mean, I knew I would be making this sort of money, but like everything tastes sweeter in a way. Like, oh, paying, yeah.
Okay, dude.
It's kind of
To
great.
elaborate on this, both of us, and also another reason why we get along, because a lot of people make a lot of money when they're young, but they don't exactly have responsibilities, so they end up, messing around. They do their thing. They try to show it off, buy things too early, and essentially, act like they're all that already. But for us both, we had real responsibilities since we were like a lot younger. So from 17, essentially, I had to take care of the whole house. I had to take care of my parents.
Which
Similar
is
story with my dude here. So it's not like, we're making a lot of money, we're messing around, we're traveling the world. That's not our case. We make money, and we have a lot of real responsibilities that came early. So we have to take care of things. So yeah, that's another reason why I respect this dude, and I think that's enough street
like
cred.
same for me as well. Like I mentioned, rich kids don't really grow up proper. Like, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Thanks. Rich kids, yes.
I mean, pehle, like, you understand pehle.
Yeah,
wala
okay.
na.
Anyway, that's a perfect,
I had a lot of friends in school that had money, but like I wouldn't want to talk to them. So like that's what I'm like referring to when I say rich
we
kid.
could literally go into like a whole school arc, because like I could talk about my school. That was like trash.
Depressing, bro.
Anyways,
Don't take me there.
we actually have like a Notion page where we've written like all of like the fuck ups for the week. So the theme of this podcast is that every week we sit together. Hopefully you'll get like a better setup soon, or maybe this is the best way.
This is the best way.
Whatever. We're moving into the new house and stuff, but
maybe you can sit on my lap.
shut the fuck up. But we have a Notion document, and we sort of write how we've messed up. And this isn't a week of mess up. This is like a longer than a week, because we've been delaying this podcast for a bit. So
What I want to pull up is like from last night. I slept with a thin-ish blanket, and like I got barely any sleep. I fucked myself up. So
oh, that brings me. So one of my friends was also over, and my friend was essentially sleeping in the other room, right? So my house has like 3 rooms. One my dad sleeps, the other one my mom sleeps, and then there's one room where we both sleep. Now I need the AC to sleep. As you can see, I was a rich kid brought up, right? So like I need
Bro,
my AC to sleep.
You will agree, like brought up, you like it did deteriorate, but like you were brought up as a rich kid.
Yeah,
there's
so I need my
nothing-
AC to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
What happened is the AC was gone, and I sleep with a 10 kg weighted blanket that is hot as hell, really hot, and I cannot sleep without the AC. So what happened was I took my shirt off. I came to the hall, literally like you see the sofa behind me. If it's a similar themed sofa, okay. I slept, and I can't sleep without a blanket either. So I put the AC on in the hall. We're currently in the hall, and then I got a towel, a thin blue towel. I put that on my body, and that's how I slept. And it's not a fuck up. It's just God
But,
damn.
and like I'm jarred, so I slept there wahi pe.
You slept in the heat, bro. You were sweating.
Bro, I woke up, I saw कि AC में शायद दीदी was doing something. I was
Yeah.
like ऐसे देखा फिर भैंस फिर मैं उल्टा पलट के सो गया.
Yeah. Good. But now let's go to the real juicy
Yeah.
fuck ups, right? Do you want to start with one?
Yeah.
Go for it. I'd say I start with the one where you ended your project recently.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Start with it. Go.
So, the fuck up is that I didn't send my invoice right after I was supposed to. I delayed it, and after that, the company I was working with, they like started to like bring up disputes that I didn't work or like do stuff that needed to be get done. So they were like negotiating the pay down, which is not it. Like I've never had that happen. But yeah, the fuck up basically taught me to just send your invoices on time. Like if you're getting paid on the first, please send your invoices on the first, because there's no reason not to. And yeah, that's the fuck up.
Yeah.
We won't go into too much detail because they paid me in full later.
They paid him in full later, but it was
Yeah.
not a company. I mean, I'm gonna badmouth it. I don't care.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Not-
Yeah. That company,
Yes,
man,
yeah.
I looked at those interactions, and I believe there's one dude at the company who basically offboards people, and his salary is made from how much he's able to take away from others. I literally genuinely believe that.
Me too. He probably gets a commission on that.
Yeah, that disgusting process. Never seen such a thing in a company. And sending invoices on time. A client, old client, ex-client who, an old client. Don't take any names.
Bro, I can badmouth him.
No, you can't. We can't take his name.
Brother, I can.
No.
This is going out in a year.
No, it'll go out tomorrow.
Maybe not.
Why not?
Okay, not a problem.
Not a problem. Yeah, so it's going on. But basically, that client owes us like around 6 grand still, and we continue the service because we were under contract, right? But I didn't realize, okay, if he just doesn't pay, what happens then?
What fuck?
Like, I'm not gonna go sue him for 5K. I'll book a flight to the US. That's 5K. So, yeah. He owes me 6K. He's now agreed to a payment plan after like 8 months. He's agreed to a payment plan of $300 a month. So if your invoices don't get paid, take some action. Unless you really know the client properly, which I thought I did, but still, send your invoices, follow up if they don't get paid, and just make sure you
Get paid.
But don't be like those impatient people that like, send an invoice tomorrow. Hey, did you have a chance to see this? No, have some patience.
Yep, send it to them. Wait.
Chill out, and yeah.
That's the invoice fuck up. Let's move on to the next one. But fuck you guys for doing that.
Okay,
that
wait.
was very stressful.
Pause. We're actually posting this shit, right?
No.
Why not?
No, this is not going out. This
What?
is too unfiltered.
This is how I am though.
No, I'm not.
I don't care. You need to be like this. This is your posting anxiety.
Post it.
I will post it.
Cool.
You agreed?
Yeah.
He's agreed.
Yeah, post it.
Yeah. Okay. We're back.
guys.
We're back. The camera cut off. But yeah. Moving on to the next fuck up. Let's go into the part where my guy recently moved in. So obviously, we're hitting the gym hard, trying to improve the body, eating our protein, all of that stuff, right?
Yep.
That's like that newfound motivation when someone moves in. So after that, there was a leg day. Leg day, it arrives when it wants to, maybe on like a Thursday, Wednesday.
Usually skip it, but
Usually skip. Leg day. So we go to the gym, we do the squats. On the first set, I can feel my back, and it's not good. It hurts. something's wrong with it. I'm not talking about like, it hurts like I was sore. I wasn't sore.
It was from last night, honestly.
No, it was from some messed up shit that probably happened at MMA or deadlifts, and it hurt. It genuinely, like, I did one squat, I'm like, but then I was doing leg day after like a month anyway, so I'm like, shit, I have to continue, I can't, back off.
Well,
like
that's
this.
a clip though.
So what's a clip?
It was
Can you
from
not
last
interrupt
night.
me? So what happened is, then we had the leg day and I couldn't back off because he just moved in, so I didn't want to be a pussy, right? Like, it's the first leg day. So now it was time to do it, essentially. So I continued squatting, even though it was hurting. It's fine. You know what? Shrug it off. And then the pain goes away because after a certain point you keep doing it. So it's like, shit, the body has to just go through it. So it stops telling you that it really hurts. Squats are done, leg day is done. We go home, we chill for a bit, and I can feel my entire back exploding. Like, like a old man when he's sitting on his chair. It's like he's sitting, it's like,
Bro,
It's
your
like,
dad impression.
Jesus.
Sorry.
So it's like, fuck. So that I felt like a bloody old man, right? So it was like that type of pain. I'm like, shit, like that. And it's still happening. It's like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks almost. And I still do like, shit, I messed something up. So that's been going on. And that very same day, since he came, we were into like 3 a.m. running.
Yeah, so we went for 3 a.m. runs. The first one was fine. Like, very fine. The second one, I had a ton of energy. And you stopped 5 times.
No, I didn't stop one time in the first one.
Brother.
In the first one.
The first one he didn't stop one time. He like did it diligently, but like his calves were tired, let's just say, in the second round. But the second round.
Yeah, the second round after leg day. So the same day, after leg day, past midnight, 3 a.m., we're done with work, right? We're exhausted from work, remote work all day, sitting on the PC, freaking grinding that shit out after the gym. Now we're done. So now we have to, go and run because we drank a little bit of Coke. Not that Coke, like Coca-Cola.
Coke.
And we had that and Coke. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola.
Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Okay.
We drank a little bit of that with ice and
So like the day after that, like he didn't run properly, I ran properly, but the day after that, 5 days after that, we couldn't walk properly. We were sore for the next 5 days. And it was a very bad experience. We were regretting it. I had headaches for 5 days straight. So, like, that's a fuck up.
Big fuck up. Next 2 days, I didn't work.
So the lesson for
you
you
were
guys
lying
is-
down in the bed, like a soulless human, like flat on the stomach with the arms spread out. That was me.
Give them a lesson. The lesson is like, don't have unplanned workouts if you're already working out hard enough.
You have a plan, stick to it.
Yep. Like, मतलब
Don't show off for your friends.
Exactly. मतलब रात को जाट activate हो जाता है.
Yeah. But still might start that 2 a.m. running, 3 a.m. running club. So if you're down for it, just let me know.
Yes.
In the comments.
Please.
Or whatever, wherever you're listening, watching.
Like and subscribe.
Whatever. You want to go to the next one?
Yeah. The future fuck up doesn't apply.
Yeah.
We're
We
not
noted a
about it.
future fuck up because we were anticipating we'd fuck up, but we saved the day.
Yeah, so we bought a shitty pizza at 5 a.m. By the way, please never order from Pizza Hut. Domino's is better. That's
Yeah.
all you need to know. We ordered like 2 pizzas at night and breadsticks, which I told you not to bring. But
No, not breadsticks. Garlic bread with cheese.
Breads.
Garlic bread with
But
cheese.
it was bread.
Garlic bread with cheese.
It wasn't garlic. I didn't see any cheese. It was only bread.
It was probably like stale cheese. You can't call that cheese, can you?
No. Also, did you get like cheese balls?
No cheese
Okay.
balls.
Glad
They
you
gave
did.
us a free margarita pizza though. Like a small one.
But that was bad as well.
Yeah, that was bad too.
So never order from Pizza Hut. Domino's is better.
And remember, you're better off going to sleep than ordering that food at 3 a.m. Trust me.
Maybe not, but like Domino's. And we're taking sponsors, Domino's. So
I'm never taking sponsors.
Domino's.
But on a serious note, I would never take a sponsor. At least like how I think right now.
I
I
make
feel like
jokes
I would never.
and like, yeah, we don't need this.
Unless I would like Alex Hormozzi recently like invested into school and now he's promoting it. I feel like that's some type of shit I could see myself doing. Like literally buy 25% of a company and then sponsor you. But otherwise, I don't know, man.
The gayest shit that I see on YouTube is like, this video is sponsored by.
Yeah, but then they're not businessmen, right?
But like, that's
They're
gay.
creators, so they need to make their money somehow.
That's gay.
No, I feel like there's if you're just a creator, then you might as well get your bag, right?
Just
But if you're a
learn.
business person, you understand the game. You understand why you're being sponsored, right? I mean, sure, they have leverage. They have a product which you can amplify and it'll be better. You all will make more money. But you understand that your audience has the potential to make money. So why would you not use it to maximize what you can make instead of, you know, getting sponsored by another company and making them money while you're also getting like a, you know, a little bit of
Build your
money.
company instead of
Build-
building theirs.
If you're a businessman, if you're a creator, do your thing, make your bag,
If you're a
do what you
creator,
need to
become a businessman.
do. Fair enough. I mean, creators have become like businesses now.
I mean, yeah, but like there are still creators that have audiences that don't monetize properly. So, I mean, if you need help,
No, don't reach out to me. Reach out to him.
no, I don't have a company.
Next. I thought I lost the king. Okay, next fuck up. We're going into the high situation. Let's finish it on the first episode. Let's
No.
wrap it off with a bang, right?
So Subah's EA went to onlinejobs.ph and then she started scouting for clip curators.
No. I think she put up a job post for social media managers since
So
we had like a fire.
social media managers, and she shortlisted 2 people, which she interviewed herself and picked one. So what happened after that, Subah?
So more context is that I had to fire someone from Atomic because they made the same mistake twice. And general life lesson: do not make the same mistake twice. In fact, that dude was really nice and no issues with
I
him.
took my eggs back 3 times.
Huh? I think I did too.
Fuck.
Thrice? Let me count.
Twice after she cheated on me.
You know this is going public, right?
Yep.
Including this.
I do not care.
I think I got back with mine like fuck me. Once, twice. Not proud of it.
I am.
I'm not.
I fucked her up last time.
I should have just left it after the first.
I mean, maybe I should have, but like, happy ending for me.
Happy ending for him. For me, it was just an ending. There was nothing to it. But yeah, back to the story, right? So I had to fire someone at Atomic. They made the same mistake twice, and that is a general life lesson where you do not make the same mistake twice. You do everything after the first mistake to prevent it from happening again, and if you don't, you are incompetent.
Yeah.
So what we do after that is essentially we had to hire someone, and onlinejobs.ph is a platform where you find some of the best VAs. So I had my EA, which stands for executive assistant, or just like the one person who helps you with all of your tasks and their day-to-day changes with your day-to-day, or the general mission that you're trying to accomplish. And essentially, she went to she put up the job post, and we interviewed 2 candidates, and we needed to hire someone urgently, so within the next 2 days. So we interviewed 2 people, or I think she interviewed a few more, but I joined for 2 interviews. Essentially gave her like a little training on, here's how you interview someone for a job. Make sure you ask these questions, present yourself like this, all of that. And can you not slouch?
I'm tired.
Get up. Okay, get up, will you?
Getting up, bro. Give me time.
Stand straight, I mean, sit straight. Yeah. So, don't moan. So, we essentially interviewed 2 people. One of them was nice. The other one was too nice. And one of the questions we ask our people whenever we're interviewing is, what is your primary reason to earn? Because people need to have like a strong motor, otherwise, like, let's say, oh, I just want to make money, go out with my friends and party, mess around, then it's likely that they don't have a strong resolve and they'll just quit whenever they want to. They don't have a reason to really earn or responsibilities. So I don't remember what one girl said, but I do remember what one girl, the whole story this is about, what she said is that her parents, both of them are sick, so she needs to make money to basically for their medical bills and to provide for them. Go on.
Bro, I don't remember. You have more context.
Okay, so after that happened, basically, by the way, this is a conversation, not a story, so you can like hop in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't make the decision who to hire, but we just needed someone quick, so we decided. So my EA decided to go with the second one, and whose parents were essentially a little not well, and hired her. Then the next day I had a long training call with her to make sure she knows what she's doing. Also recorded it so that the next time we ever have to hire a social media manager, they know what their roles and responsibilities are without me repeating the same meeting again. Kinley is not sponsoring us. Tear that off. So then after
Blur
that,
it, editor, please. Can't be giving them free clout.
yeah, blur this fucking bottle, yeah. It makes too much noise. Stop.
Go,
It's fine.
go.
It will make noise.
No, you go now.
Okay, so then one interview, not interview, but meeting, and then she does tell me that she looks so stressed and she isn't sleeping at night. I see her online at random like bloody 3 a.m. 10 a.m. Philippines time, not 10 a.m., like 5 a.m. Philippines times, and random ass times, yeah? She's just awake, messaging, how do I do this, and all of that. She ain't sleeping. And I can tell she's not sleeping because I'm awake at all weird times too, and my sleep schedule is a perpetual mess.
For example,
that
it's
never
5
ends.
a.m. right now.
It is? Shit!
Good morning.
God damn.
Just like that.
Yeah. Okay, that happens, and then we have one meeting, and I can tell that this girl is, she has a lot of anxiety, and she's not doing very well, I believe, like her life itself. And she also tells me that she has a fiance, she's to be married, but her life still seems like a mess to me. I'm like, okay. And we just go on. Next day I have another call with her and keep training her. She makes one big mistake, but we all make mistakes. One time it's okay, and everything's fine, right? And then that night she sends me a long ass message. Yeah. Screenshot up here. If you want to read it, you can. I recommend pausing on YouTube.
Very not privacy. के बारे में
Nobody
सोचा
knows
गया,
her name
but
though.
forget.
Nobody knows her name.
I think we said it
Yeah, we'll blur
10
it.
times.
We'll blur it.
No, we won't.
Nobody knows how to spell her name though.
Spelling exactly.
Yeah, if you type that on the internet, you're not finding nothing.
Exactly. It's like you're learning alphabets.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, she essentially comes up with a story that night where her family, she escaped from her family because they used to physically abuse her. So she ran away to an island where
First part sounds like my mom though.
No. So she used to get physically abused. She ran away to an island. She had a bunch of money saved up from her 3 years of freelancing after she turned 19. So by the time she was 22, she had like $10,000 saved up, which is a lot in the Philippines. We're back. Camera cut off again. But yeah, she saved up $10,000 by the time she was like 22 or something. And apparently her brother committed a really bad crime. And mind you, her brother used to physically abuse her and stuff like that.
My brother was Chart.
No. So then she basically used up all of her savings to bail her brother out, and the bail was set at like $10,000, which is a lot in the Philippines, right? And then this all happens, and she comes up with more stuff, like the place where she's staying is on rent at it's rented, and that the homeowner is now kicking her out because of some goddamn, I don't know the reasoning, but because of some reason the homeowner is kicking her out, and she needs to hire men to move her stuff to the new place that she's going to rent. So she needs an advance on her salary, and she's been working with us for a week. She needs an advance of like $600 or $400 on this. And mind you, That is not the issue. The issue is that,
Bhai.
yeah, like if any other employee of mine currently who's working on Atomic asked me for like double that, I could probably give it because I know them. They've been working with us for a while. So that's fine. But this person, like, something felt off. And generally, I'm a very trustable person. Like, I trust people easily. So does this fool, you know. So initial thoughts, we both essentially, let me get closer. So
Okay.
initial thoughts is that we both thought he was saying the truth, right? Agree to that?
Yep, 100%. I still do.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
She lying?
Probably. But then I go and show that to my parents. My mom was like, "Who is this psycho? How could you hire her? Who is this? Kick her out. No, you block her and you message her. Fuck off." My dad was like that, right? My dad said something like that. So I'm like, huh. Then I send it to my co-founder who has a lot more experience than me. He says, huh, nah, this ain't right. This is sus. Fire her.
Literally said fire her. Like,
Literally said fire her in
and
like 2 seconds.
This is why managers don't talk to football players, because it's like 1,000 times easier if you're not in contact to like view the situation without emotions. Like, just look at things as they are. So yeah, that's just a side note.
Yeah, this dude plays Football Manager when he was younger. You know, on the PC, that game.
I didn't have a PC.
So then after this, I'm like, shit, I don't know what to do. Like, yeah, even though everyone's telling me she's lying, something tells me she's not. And to this day, I am slightly conflicted that she was saying the truth, but I am more towards the side that she was bullshitting. Or at least most of the story was bullshit, maybe mixed with some parts of the truth, which is most likely the case. So now what happens is I have a lot of women that work at the company, and I presume they're probably a lot better at handling this type of stuff. So we have a woman from Mozambique who is essentially the operations manager, and she does a lot of the company. She's been with us for 8 months, 1 year, something like that.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, and, like, I can trust her, right? So tell her the situation, and she's like, nah. Right? She's like, nah, this girl's lying. Then we have another woman from the Philippines who is also working with us for over a year. And then we show this to him. She's like 100% lying. So you know what they do? The next step is, because we, just in case, you know, I had that slide like, does she need that help? Like, imagine she needs that help, and then I fire her. Like,
Exactly,
shit.
that would be like the worst
That
thing
would
you've
weigh on
ever
me.
done. But like, I'd do it.
Yeah, you do it, but I feel like I'm just not that type of person. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not too, but like at the end of the day, it's not my responsibility. And like, there are 1,000 other people that have their dads dying and don't have bills that
Mhm.
they don't know how they will get their next meal basically, and it's not my problem, honestly.
Makes sense. But I have like a charity fund now.
Yeah, you could use that.
I could have. So, you know, from there, what we do is the two women, I let them handle it. They hop on a meeting with her the next day, and they ask her questions. This thing went on for an hour, and I was like, I was curious. You know, I was at the gym. What's going on? What's going on? Yula texts me, this girl is crying. I don't want to be here. And I'm like,
That's
so wait, if she's crying, is she telling the truth? And she's like, I don't know. So even Yula, at one point, who, trust me, she's hardened, right? So she can see through this stuff usually, and she has like good instinct. So in the middle of this, she's like, I don't know anymore. I kind of believe her. And that messes with my head. I'm like, no way. So if even Yula is like 50-50, then I don't know what to do, right? But then the other person from the Philippines, who is also working with us, she knows best, right? Because she is in that country, like not even living too far away from this person. So she can see through the stuff. And there were a few inconsistencies that they caught. But it was still confusing. The first thing that Yula asks this person, the social media manager, for is that, okay, so do you have any like thing from bail, right? Like, you know, you bailed her, there must be some sort of document that you got. And that document she sent over, first she asked, can I blur the name? And she's like, no, you should probably send me the full thing if you're expecting help from us. So she sends the unblurred document, and then that looks legit, even though that the amount doesn't make sense, because the highest bail in the Philippines, unless that dude did like some really messed up shit, it just doesn't go that high. So
Shouldn't. What was the number?
like around $10,000.
Crazy. Like
Thanks.
Philippines is cheaper than India, right?
Yeah, cheaper than India, I believe.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, but I can't believe there's a country cheaper and probably better than us. Like they have the beaches, clean beaches.
Beaches, I'm sure.
Beaches.
Beaches, I'm sure.
Okay, but what else do we have? So Zil catches on some inconsistencies. Like she's saying that the rent is more like $700, and that's not the case unless she's getting like a luxury mansion, apparently.
Exactly.
So a lot of inconsistencies that Zil, who is the other Filipino, was able to catch, and she was hard. Like she was like, "Yeah, no, this girl's lying." And then after watching that recording again,
She was hard.
huh?
She was hard.
She was hard on her.
Oh. Pura bol.
Yes. So take it from here. I'm lost.
Bro, I don't have context on the entire situation.
You're right. So after that, we watched the recording again, and the moment the girl started crying was exactly the moment when she didn't know what to answer. So we don't know. But you know, another thing that doesn't make sense is that her base pay was 100. So in a month, she could easily make like 600, 700. So why on earth would she ever ask for an advance of $600 or $400 if she wanted to scam us? Like, wouldn't you go for like 1,200,
Exactly.
$2,000?
That's
you need an
too
advance.
small of an amount to scam anyone for.
Because
so-
she could just work for a month and make that. So
I mean, I think she needed the money,
I think she needed the money, but
but I mean, not my concern.
not your concern. I know that, but I'm still conflicted to this day. And we ended it peacefully, like on email. She was cooperative throughout and thankful to me regardless.
Did you fire her?
And yeah, so
Fuck.
we ended up firing her because she was firstly, the reason for firing was that she was mentally unstable, unable to sleep, and that we couldn't tell she was lying or not, and we were more towards the side that she was probably lying because there were some inconsistencies, and it still weighs on me a little bit. I'm like, shit, man, she was probably lying a bit, but she needed that, you know.
I think so too. Like, if she didn't, like, if she actually were to scam, she would have asked for like $1,000, $2,000, like $2,000 bare minimum, like, because you mentioned she could have made that in a month. But now it's done, and I do think like it's her problem, man. Even though it's very bad, like it's actually bad if she actually needed the money, and after asking for help, she actually got fired. So she didn't even made the money that she was supposed to, like $600 that she would have made otherwise. But at the end of the day, I like not a concern, honestly. Like she has her own arc, I believe. So all the best to her.
And we can't pay a sort of mentally unstable person who has a lot of personal issues going on.
Hey,
and trust them.
Hey.
Shut up. And we can't really trust them to handle client accounts. So
Yeah.
I feel like as a company we made the right decision, but maybe I could have tapped into my charity funds to help her out personally, but I couldn't tell if she was lying or not. So decision, I ended up paying her the prorated amount and a little more than what she was owed, and called it a day. So
That's the story. The lesson from this, I would say, for you guys would be like, every problem in the world is not your problem. Like, you don't have to take it on. The news, you turn it on, it's talking about girls being. It's talking about all the negative stuff on the planet. But, like, it's not your problem. Stay away from it. You don't need to make it your own problem. Like, after you have your finances in check, after you have your, like, family taken care of, and, like, maybe you're having a bigger impact than you usually would, than a normal person, honestly, then maybe you can think about, oh, I'll take their problems on, I'll help them do better in life, but uske pehle koi zarurat nahi hai bhai sab karne ki. Just fire them and move the fuck on with life.
well put. But actually, I feel like I should have used a bit of the charity funds and
Yeah, I think so too. Like $200. Just
yeah, but it's fine. I feel like I'm saving the charity funds for a bigger, greater cause one day.
I agree, because if someday I do go homeless,
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm never gonna use that for this guy. I'm gonna kick him in the ass.
I'll steal it. That was the episode, guys. Bye bye.
Sorry, the video didn't end. I have something better to end it with.
Yes.
I know I spoke a lot this episode. Next episode, you come up with your
Introvert.
big fuck up. You feel me? So yeah, it's gonna take him a little while to get used to the camera, and might I'll get him out of his camera consciousness
Yes.
soon, and we're gonna become better hosts. And we hope to bring on some great guests onto our show for a different perspective, where we're gonna talk about how we fucked up instead of talking about how do you make 200K this month. You share the secrets. I'm like, nah, man, we all fuck up, and we all make mistakes that a lot of people can learn from, and it's something it's a format we can do weekly, which is what really excites me.
It's the
And
inversion principle that Charlie Munger uses. Like, instead of listing all like the good things you can do, list all the bad things you can do and just avoid them. So like, instead of thinking how I can have the best day of my life, think how can I absolutely fuck this day up, and just write everything down. Like, wake up late, have shit food.
I get your point. But anyways, this episode has gone on for a
Yeah.
bit. So what I want from you guys, if you made it until the end, is we want to, towards the end of each episode, we want to ask each other one or two like key questions that gets a lot of traction, maybe in the comments or wherever you can submit a question. Essentially, is the most asked one or two questions Rex and I can ask each other, and leave any questions that you have for him or me just in below. Or if you have a question about yourself, like how do I do this, how do I do that, if it's good enough, or if I want to answer it, we'll answer it. So that's that. And bye. It didn't fucking end.
Or it didn't start.